am not teaching, I am publicly learning. Hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test, part 461, while doing morning stretching. And if you participate in the morning stretching, let's set out this. So the next thing here would be a Catholic king. So we would make then something about James II. So this is going to be technically a short video, because then we're going to have a closer resolution. So we already did it all, and now we're going through the whole book and look where we can make a little separate video in which we explain shortly what we have learned, basically, for our people when to find in just that video. So now James II. Let's start with that. So I'm going to try now to learn it, but I can present it in 2-3 minutes as a video. In 1685, Charles II died, and he had no children, no legitimate children. So his brother James was a Roman Catholic, but when his brother Charles II, who was a Protestant, became king, he was also James II. James II favored Roman Catholics and allowed them to be army officers, which an act of Parliament had previously forbidden. He did not seek agreements of Parliament and arrested some of the bishops of the Church of England, the Protestantistic Church of England. And that led people fear or to get worried that James II re-Catholicized England. England was Protestantic already in the time. But James II had 2 daughters, and both were firm Protestants. How did that happen? And so most people accepted James II as king. Maybe don't have to explain it, because they thought his heir would be a Protestant, one of his 2 daughters. But now, the wife of James had a son, and now it became possible that the next monarch would be again a Catholic. And that led to the Glorious Revolution, the end of it, in which was Mary already queen? To inviting William of Orange or Oranian from the Netherlands in Hohenhaus. It's complex. So they invited William of Orange, the King of the Netherlands, in, and he could into England to invade England, and he did that, and there was no fighting because he was the husband to the eldest daughter of James II, her name Mary. And that led to the Glorious Revolution. Okay, let's just try it. I have here 1 camera running for this morning stretching and learning, and they are starting another one. And now I'm trying to say what we have learned here about James II down in one video, so people can just come and look for James II. In the year 1685, Charles II, who was the king, died, and he had no legitimate children. So his brother, James II, got on the throne. Charles II was a Protestant, James II a Catholic, and he had 2 eldest daughters who were Protestant. So James II, a Catholic, was ruling a bit Catholic-like. He favored Catholics, and he let bishops of the Protestantistic Church of England arrest, and he allowed Catholic people to become army officers. The people accepted that because they thought after him, one of his 2 daughters, the oldest one Mary, would become queen, and his daughters were Protestantistic. So they thought just for intermediate time there would be a Catholic king with James II. But the wife of James II got a son. And now it wasn't clear anymore if the next king might be at the end a Catholic, and the whole country got be re-Catholicized. And so the Glorious Revolution happened, and in 1688 they invited William of Orange to invade England. William of Orange was the king of the Netherlands. And he could just invade without any fighting because the eldest daughter, Mary, who was a Protestant, did let him in, and they two were married. So the eldest daughter, a Protestantic, of James II was married to William of Orange. The people invited William of Orange in, and they then started to rule together without any fighting. So William of Orange ruled together, the king of the Netherlands, with Mary, the eldest daughter of James II, also Protestantic. James II fled to Europe. And that is according to the Life in the UK Test Handbook, page 30. It was the straightest way down, but I think there was nothing wrong. And let's look if people, if they watch it, we can try it out, are able to understand it. I'm going to stop the camera. And we will do now the morning stitching. If you're just here to talk about the Glorious Revolution, you can go directly to the next part. Otherwise, we're going to do the morning stitching. If you participate in the morning stitching, this is your task. We're starting with a mushroom. Bring one leg up and point the foot. And put it up. Now the other leg. And now, next exercise. Legs are standing wide apart. And we're breathing in. And out. Again in. And out. Again in. And out. And again in. And out. We had to include the following battle. And out. And again in. And out. Maybe we're going to make a second video. And out. And last time here. In. And out. And we're going to call that video not James II, but James II, the time on the throne. And the other one, James II, where we're going to explain the second part also. Next exercise. We have the legs standing a little more short and wide apart. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're going to the side. Breathe in and out, rib cage. And again out. Again in. And out into the middle. Again in. And out to that side. Breathe in and out, rib cage. And again out. And again in. And out into the middle. Next exercise. No one sees the chiroptera. Breathe in. Out, one hand slides down the leg, and the other shoulder stays down. Breathe again in. And again out. And again in. And out, take one arm off. Breathe in and out the rib cage. Out into the middle. Again in. Out, one hand slides down the leg, and the other shoulder stays down. Breathe again in. And out, taking one arm off. Breathe in and out the rib cage. And again out. Next exercise, the aeronautic aerobatic aeroplane. The feet are staying together. Breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, we're letting one arm down. We're breathing in and reaching. And again out. Again in. Out, one arm down. Breathe in and reach. And again out. Again in. Out, one arm down. Breathe in and reach. breathe in and reach. Next exercise, then Niagara Falls. Legs are standing wide apart, the breathing in and out, and we are just hanging down. We only have to come deeper down by breathing deep in through the nose to the chest, and by breathing out through the mouth. Again in and out. Again in. And then breathe again out while keeping hanging down, and that's the only way we're able to come deeper down. Breathing in through the nose, into the chest, and then breathing out through the mouth. So breathe again in. And breathe out, go over to one leg. Breathe in. And out. Again in. And out over to the other leg. Breathe in. And out into the middle. And now we're closing the feet. We keep hanging down. And breathing in. And out. Again in. And out. And again in. And out. And again in. And out we come, slide up, front, back, beginning the top and backwards, shoulder. Now the legs standing wide apart, we'll be doing the closing exercise. We're breathing in. And out. Again in. Out. Again in. And out. Again in. Out. Last round, breathe in. And out. Again in. Out. Breathe in and close the legs. And out. That was morning stretching. I thank you very much, and until the next time.